Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at whether you should summon for the Legends Limited Android 13. Now I want to preface this by saying that Legends Limited Android 13's banner comes with him, his general banner, Android 14 and 15, and a new support Marjube. I also want to preface this by saying that the rest of the banner is not bad, but also not insane. The purple Goku is neither here nor there. There's a lot of yellows still that are very relevant. The purple Zenkai Legends Limited, or the purple Cell, okay as well, but the banner is generally very mixed bag. There's some good units here, or there's some good boost units, but none of these units scream absolute top tier meta units. So if you're summoning for the headliners or the support. Now, on top of, obviously, the banner itself, what is super important to be aware of is that Android 13 is a support-based Legends Limited. So he's best run on Android's teams. Hopefully we will be getting an Android Ultra soon. You could also potentially pair him with the Perfect Cell Ultra, which would not be a bad idea. He has some interesting capabilities. Firstly, he has greatly increased abilities against a Goku, especially a Super Saiyan Goku. But he has a lot of ally sub-count control, and he has a lot of enemy sub-count control. This is important because he, alongside the Android 14 and 15, are basically there to control the flow of battle, to control when your opponent can bring units in, to control when you can bring units in, to control when you can do things. So from that perspective, Android 13 is pretty good. He also has some flat buffs, some flat boosts to androids that he can provide, and he also, with the other two, has some pretty good synergy from that regard. But ultimately, a lot of his abilities, even his unique charge gauge and everything, all comes down to not only controlling when your ally can sub in, and when your enemy can sub in, but when they do sub in, activating special cover change. And when he does that, he does some pretty cool additional effects to really pressurize your opponent. So it is definitely 100% a support type character, but a very interesting style of play that I don't think we necessarily see right now. The thing is he can work with the Ultra Perfect Cell, but I do think you want him, and you probably want the Androids 14s and 15 to be able to make things work, because I do think you want all of them, because without like all the pairings, I think you do lack I don't think there's another unit on the Androids team that suits that playstyle. And if you don't have the two of them together with that like larger mass of special cover change and that extra kind of control of ally subcounts and enemy subcounts, I think it is just a little bit too dangerous to consider running them. So my suggestion ultimately would probably be that you should consider at least summoning until you have both if you are going to summon. Now, with that being said, I think you should only really summon if you A, have an Ultra Cell, and B, really want to run an Android's team. I don't think there's a point in summoning for powerful opponents or anything like that. I think you lose a lot of the benefits of having Android 13 because of some of how his buffs work. And I think you really want to kind of make sure that you are running a lineup that makes advantage of those support capabilities. So that would be my ultimate suggestion. That's just like my thoughts and opinions. Obviously, it's entirely up to you. But for me, that's definitely what I would say. I think for me, definitely that is, at least overall, probably my suggestion. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's up to you, and you can run whatever you want. But for me, just looking at this guy, I would not pull for him unless I want to run androids. And Marjube is a good support if you're running a GT's team, because he can help you with interrupting combos, which is great because that team does have some units that can get burst down, but only if you want to continue running GT. So he's not a bad support to pick up for that. Combo Interrupt is a great counter and can help out a lot. So there is merit to him. Doesn't seem OP. So yeah, give it a go.